Hey, everybody. Welcome to That Little Gay Talk Show. Oh, my God, I got it right.
Yay. Last episode, not so much.
Now, if you're used to hearing, hey, welcome to Joel and Randy's Texas Tea, those days are done. We're done. We've moved on.
We had a good time.
We had a good run. We're in season, I'm going to call it season 2. We're in season 2. And now it's That Little Gay Talk Show with me, of course, Joel Tatum, and across from the table,
Pinky
I'm
is
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry.
Pinky
I'm
is
doing
here.
this. I'm doing this.
You're doing this?
I'm doing this.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're
can I do it
introducing
right?
me. I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
I was drum rolling.
Now, across from the table is the irascible Miss Pinky. What's up, Miss Pinky?
Yay.
Woo! What a week I have had.
Girl.
I hear all about it.
But
Lord
before we
have
get
mercy.
started, we've got
some other folks.
We've got some other folks.
The Funky Bunch is here.
We've got the Funky Bunch. You've heard them on different episodes. And we got them pretty much all together, with the exception of 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think there's, I guess 3, since we closed out the last show with Mr. Cobra.
Mm-hmm.
So we have all of our guests previously except for 4.
Mm-hmm. How did it get up to 4?
The young lady who was SJ.
Mm-hmm.
Carlos.
Cobra,
Marcus.
The other Marcus.
Carlos.
Mm-hmm. The other
That's 4.
dark meat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The other dark meat.
Didn't know there was competition for that, did you?
Lord have mercy.
Has anybody talked to him since that episode? I mean, I guess you have. He's your hairdresser.
Yeah. Well, he does my color, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I talk to him on the Twitter occasionally. So,
Talked to him on the Twitter?
I talked to him on the Twitter. And he had some words the last time we were talking about lesbian bars. Oh, he had some words. He's like, bitches. Don't you? He started naming off bars, and I'm like, I can't believe we forgot about that.
I can believe it. We're not lesbians.
How do we know this stuff?
There are lesbian bars.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, they're not even no good, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're shaped like an octagon.
Apparently.
And
same like everything else. 2 lesbians in, 1 lesbian out.
Chain link fences, yeah. You can find it on FX, I think.
Mm-hmm. On what?
FX.
Is
They
it
love to
FX
fight.
or FXX? Because there's 2.
Oh.
Or there's X and XX, which is the best. Google it. You're welcome.
My.
I think everybody.
Not a sponsor.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sorry.
Neither is FX or FXX.
4 out of the 5 of us knows what X and XX is.
I have no idea what that is.
Girl, you know.
Me neither.
I send it to you.
I said 4 out of the 5.
I don't know.
There's 6 of us.
Oh, is there 6?
But if I don't know and you don't know, that's
2.
that means y'all all
50-50.
know?
50-50.
Okay, all right.
I put it on the board. Don't worry.
Mm-hmm.
I put it on the board. You're welcome, my babies.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I thought we... Wait,
But
you know what X and X is.
I can't hear S and X. What?
Okay. Why did
X and XX.
X and XX?
Mm-hmm.
3 X's with an N in it? I don't know.
I get confused after the second one. Like, I don't know what that means.
The letter X, the letter N, and then 2X after that.
X and XX. Why? I don't know that.
X and XX.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, you'll thank me.
Why do you think I know that?
Because I could have sworn we talked about that
That's
one
a-
time
that's
when
a
we were talking
lesbian
about Pornhub.
This
Oh,
is the best.
no.
This is
Maybe. I mean, I was
Pornhub
probably
better.
Mm-hmm.
better than Pornhub?
Oh yeah,
Better than Porn MD?
million thousand.
Really?
Fair enough.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so now we're starting to hear the voices,
Get
but I
your
don't think
lotion,
we've
okay?
run down our
I am not
introductions
on that.
yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's early.
Let's do roll call. So who do we have here? We've got
Elliot. Hey, y'all. I'm Elliot, formerly Chris, Mr. Chris if you're nasty.
fair
Now I'm
enough.
going by Elliot.
sausage biscuit.
Oh,
So we'll see how long that lasts.
Fair enough. We have the ever famous and voluptuous,
Singapore Rogue.
and of course,
Marky Mark.
wouldn't be the Funky Bunch without him, and the infamous David White.
I was really hoping we'd give that a rest on this new show.
You know, the funny thing is you say that every time we sing it on every show.
You know, I aspire to have that introduction for everybody to know
It was
that.
like that before I even came on the first show.
Yeah.
It was, really.
That's too
Nobody
funny.
likes to brag, babe. Okay? Nobody likes to brag.
That wasn't even a humble brag.
Actually, that song has been around as long as this show has been around. Actually, I think
Yeah.
we started singing it in the 3rd episode when it was Joel and Randy's Texas Tea.
Oh dear!
Because I think we were talking about it, and Randy's like, Randy just sang it one day. We're just like, I like that, so we just started singing it every time we mentioned his name.
It just came
Because it was
out
over a
as
year.
well.
It was over a year for the first episode that I was on, so that had been gone.
And he wasn't
year.
even on
Yeah.
the show,
Right? Exactly. I've never been on the show.
One time it was a call-in, I think.
Yeah, you called in for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Sure did.
I was arguing with somebody about Kevin Hart.
It definitely wasn't me.
Gentleman, He's small, little bit.
Kevin Hart.
The tiny little.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of your hosts were on there, and it was on
Very
there, and he was like,
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
You know when you see him.
Okay.
No, I know Kevin Hart.
No, I was
the host.
here.
Oh, no, I know
It was
who
me because he was talking about throwing the dollhouse at his gay son.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He's kind
And
of
we had-
Somebody was like,
Or
"Are you gonna
was.
give
He
me
made a
some-"
homophobic.
Kevin Hart said that he would throw the dollhouse at his gay son.
Well,
like-
if his son.
Right. Said something about a dollhouse being broken
being
over.
gay or
Yeah.
whatever.
If he found out his son was gay.
It was a
something
big
like
thing. Like Ellen did a thing about it. He
Ellen
lost
did a thing.
his
Oh my
host.
Because I remember being on there,
That's
mad.
horrible. Why would you
Well,
say
yeah, and he
something like
lost
that?
his ability to host the VMA.
No,
Was
the
it VMA?
It was Oscars.
Oscars.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
They-
I don't, you know.
Why would you say
Who do you
something
think
like
dresses
that?
him?
That was
Now,
a long time ago.
Baby
okay,
Gap.
A year ago.
let's put this
Put it
in.
in
Let's put this in the context here. He said that back in 2013. It's years ago.
Oh.
Yeah, it just
Yeah,
came
it
out
was
when
weird.
they
He tweeted
Announced
that
Wait,
years
was
ago.
it? But it was a part of a bit, right?
Or was it
I mean,
a
it was
free
part of-
saying
it was a
thing?
part of a
I think it was
comedy
part
act.
of a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
could have been, yeah.
that's-
Yeah.
Who's the Dave
That's-
Chappelle? He just had a comedy show, and The Advocate or something had this big post about how the Dave Chappelle show was, or the Dave Chappelle stand-up was really homophobic. I think it just dropped on Netflix or something like that.
Yeah.
Well, who was the
And they're
person
all
who-
saying it's homophobic, blah blah blah.
I was
blah.
here. It
But
was
then
me.
people who watched it, they're like, no,
Yeah.
if you see it
I
in
think
the
it was the
context of
first
the
or second
show,
episode I was on.
he's actually not being
Maybe.
homophobic.
Mm-hmm.
And you have
It was
to. I
somebody
mean,
else.
you have to have.
Like a baby.
You have to make fun of somebody to have
One
fun.
at a time.
You can't have any comedy without.
It might have been you, man.
Might have been me.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to sit down and watch it because I read all the reviews and he was transphobic. He was homophobic. He was this and that. Now, I've watched Dave Chappelle in the past. And if you haven't watched Dave Chappelle, you have to understand that he has a very specific way he tells jokes.
Right.
And the thing is that when he tells those jokes, he's very open and honest about the joke and how he feels about it.
Right.
And then that's where you find the humor.
Right.
Because he
Like dry.
honestly comes off sounding like a dumbass
Right.
because that's how we all sound.
But the
Basically,
thing,
he's
exactly.
literally imitating how people in society.
no.
more satirical
I
than
think
an actual-
I think that it's not. He's coming off as like dumbass or anything like that. It's so relative. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
It's so relative because everybody's think a little bit like that,
Mhm.
little bit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's relative.
Relevant.
And when you take yourself out of the situation and you're just like, "Oh, that's dumb," but wait,
Like,
I
yeah,
thought about
exactly.
that too.
Exactly.
Exactly.
It's the same BS tribe. We're all part of it.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, just on it, go.
And
with
I
it.
think comedians kind of should get a little bit of a pass on that because I mean they don't actually feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
And they
There-
have to be pushing
it's
the
a
boundaries.
comedy.
How can you expect your comedian to push the boundaries if you're
Exactly. I mean,
standing
look
there
at
like making sure he
Stepping
doesn't
over
say that or
people's
doesn't
toes,
say
yeah.
that?
gay
Mhm.
people have not said a peep about Lisa Lampanelli.
Mhm.
Okay, wait. So I'm so glad that you brought her name up because I was thinking about her because she insult everybody.
She,
Black.
has anyone ever been to
everybody.
a Lisa Lampanelli
Gay,
show?
whatever.
No, but
I don't know
I've
who that
seen
is.
her.
Okay, I went to a Lisa Lampanelli show, and this is what she does. And this is
She do everybody.
she picks out her front row. She goes into the audience and she finds an Indian guy. Get that Indian guy, put him in the front row.
You get the gay guys.
There's a gay guy, put them in the
You get
front
the
row.
lesbians.
The donut holders, front row. You know,
Yeah.
Indian guy, black guy.
Oh, you gotta get the
white
black guy with the yes, son.
The big dirt-
yes,
yeah.
son, with the big old
Yeah, exactly.
Thing. I don't like to say
The
that.
third
Oh.
No, I don't like
Lord. Oh my God.
the tripod going on.
Tripod
Okay.
going on.
Gotta get you a black tripod for the front row. But she literally picks out her front row so that she has these people because she does these riffs.
But she do
of comedy.
everybody.
Exactly. And she's got them right there in the front row so she knows she like can in her mind check them off the list so that she is equally opportunity offended.
Yeah, she reminded me of my mom. She hate everybody the same. My mom's just a little Indonesian lady, a little black Indonesian lady, and she hate everybody the same.
Equal opportunity offender.
Oh yeah, she mad at everybody. She don't like Chinese people, and she's Asian. She don't like black people. She don't like Mexican people. She don't like white people. She hate everybody.
So is there?
And
I think I'd like your mom.
Is there a line?
Oh yes.
that
Oh my
you
mom.
cross?
Oh my mom would love you.
What's the line? Where's the line?
Humanity. I mean, like things that we don't go through on a daily basis, like murder, snuff, rape, crimes.
Well, I think
Is a line.
if I'm understanding correctly, like when we're talking about comedy, Lisa Lampanelli, what she kind of does is that it's gonna sound odd. I'm hoping that I'll express it the correct way. It's equality for everybody. Everybody gets treated the same, and it's everybody gets treated like crap, but it's the same. Nobody's singled out whatsoever.
Right.
So you can't say nothing.
Right.
You're like, that's okay. It's when somebody have like, oh, this group, I'm going to target this one and then be bad like that. Or I'm going to do this like bad like that. That's different. She does it across the board. So you have to kind of be like, all right. If you equally hate everybody, hate everybody. It's okay.
I think comedy-wise, she's in a hard spot, though, because she's part of like a bigger populace, because white people, who can we make fun of? Like, inside of our wheelhouse and like, just
Cletus and Velveeta in the double wide trailer.
Well, right. But then you get the community that finds that funny, and it's like, I'd rather somebody offend, because she has to. Like, black people can center a comedic bit around just black people and it not be a racist thing. If a white comic were to do that, a white comic has to pick on everybody. Otherwise...
Can a white comic just pick on white people? There's enough there.
There is enough with white people you can pick
now
on.
that Trump is president...
Oh my God, there is more than... It's like going to marble slab. There's enough. You can pick and choose whatever you want.
Funny, yeah.
I don't think it would be as funny. I think we're just too easy to pick on. We're too
white
plain.
people?
We're too bland. There's like nothing...
Like,
No. Wait. You say... go ahead.
Too basic, for
honestly,
sure.
I think that's exactly what makes it funny, is the fact that
We're all too plain.
you
Not all of them are.
No, I'm just saying, in the general
updated.
Okay, in the general context of things, when we're talking about comedy, on a certain level, for most comics, white people are boring.
Exactly.
But the thing is that what makes it funny is the fact that white people are boring. And other comics of other ethnicities always point out the fact that white people are boring. And they come together and find always, this whole thing about mayonnaise and why do they prefer
Wait,
What is the story of mayonnaise?
There was
What was it? Is it the ladies' man?
how white people don't like spicy food and blah blah blah.
No.
Yeah,
One of my favorite thoughts is me being an immigrant
jokes.
and
it's jokes.
and not being from here.
Exactly.
One of my favorite jokes is
It's
to
a
always
point.
hear about when
I'm slow.
you're talking about white people, you always say, how come white people, they go around the world, they rob all these countries of all these like spices and seasoning, but they still don't know how to make their food taste good. Why? You rob the whole world and yours is bland, dry, this, that,
It's like,
ABC.
where's the salt?
Yeah, there's no salt.
There's no salt. The
Wait,
one
where's the
basic
salt?
thing
Where
that
do you-
every human being on this
Where do you
planet,
eat that's not salty?
Yeah.
Girl.
Most white people, they don't do that.
Salt as seasoning.
They don't season their food very good.
it's too spicy.
And me, I'm Indonesian. Everything I eat is spicy. If I'm not sweating when I eat, I don't want it.
I like
want it.
spicy.
And as
Yeah,
It's
but not
Houston.
that.
We're all sweating while we're eating.
Oh, there's my baby. There's my baby.
Exactly. And as the two black people across the table, if there's not a barbecue or anything with some kind of hot sauce laying around, you at the wrong place. There are people with hot sauces in their purses.
Oh,
Come
yeah.
to the family reunion. Girl, this ain't spicy enough. Pull out a purse. Here's all my spices right here.
You know what? Even me,
No containers, too.
I carry chopsticks in my purse because I don't want to use my hand in my food.
Wait, did I leave hot sauce here? I did.
Yeah, the Red Hot.
You are so cute.
No, I did not bring fucking Red Hot.
What did you?
You sound so
Oh, no, I
offended.
bought the
Why are you
Ram.
so offended? Do you want Valentine Black Label,
Oh, my
Sriracha?
Lord.
What do you want?
I like the yellow
baby.
label.
Louisiana hot sauce.
Mm-hmm. Well, you
I don't know.
you're part Italian, so spices are also
Yeah.
I guess so.
yeah.
And that's the
spices,
thing.
garlic
Valentine Black Label is a good
especially.
one.
White people don't exist.
We're all hybrids.
Exactly,
Mhm.
we're
Hybrids
mutts.
from across the
I'm
country.
Sicilian and Irish.
Oh,
Is
my-
making fun of
Are you-
me because I'm Caucasian funny? No.
Are you
no.
joking right now?
Making fun of me because I'm a fucking wop
Mhm.
who's also Irish
Mhm.
Are you
is way
serious right
funnier.
now?
Mhm.
Way funnier to make fun of me as a dago and a drunk.
I think
Irish
the thing is,
person.
though, if you're a good comedian, you can make anything funny.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what they
But-
do. They take these things.
But the thing is that you also comedians are the philosophers of society.
exactly.
They put the shit they see in society
The
on a
inside
stage
and the outside.
and put it out there, make it funny so that we can think
you can-
about it.
Yeah,
So that we
you
can move
do it.
past
So
it.
we can start thinking about this and going, wait a minute.
Also, it
Is that funny?
it allows us
Should
to
we be
relate
laughing
to
at
each
that?
Exactly.
other in the same
Yeah,
the same
exactly.
time. We can relate, you
Mhm.
know,
Exactly.
They're saying the things that we're all thinking.
Mhm.
which is mayonnaise is gross across the board.
Now,
Yeah,
now wait a
peanut
minute. Now,
butter.
I like
We're probably
mayonnaise.
Actually, I'm not a
Mayonnaise.
huge fan of mayonnaise.
I like
What is
mayonnaise.
this?
Oh, waffle
That
fries.
looks mayonnaise.
What the
Mhm.
fuck is that?
What
Waffle
is that?
fries.
Waffle fries
Are
with
you sure
Alfredo.
it's
Where?
With mayonnaise.
Did you,
Where?
did you get that from Bark? Like, where did you get that?
Who has waffle fries? Chick-fil-A?
Wait, isn't that
I- no,
what is
I-
it, Kinda
I-
Q or what?
I
What's that?
bought waffle
What's the
fries.
Mhm.
Bring the
What's that name?
fruit.
And the
Mhm.
veggies.
But I brought waffle
What?
fries
Hentai.
because
Hentai.
it was going to be a lunch.
Oh,
Hentai.
hentai. Hentai.
Oh,
Hentai.
hentai.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
my stuff.
I don't know how we got from comedians to hentai, but we'll get to the hentai
What
in a
is
second.
hentai?
How are
Hentai.
waffle fries the transition? Is
Because
what I
we're
would
still
like to know.
talking about comedy. And, oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to set the timer.
I said it.
We're basically
Okay,
kind of
good.
talking
Thank
about
you.
like white people things,
Mhm.
black people things,
Mhm.
Asian people things,
Well, I'm the white guy.
Mhm.
Or
immigrant
a white
things,
guy at the table.
immigrant Asian,
Mhm.
who
Muslim
brought
things.
waffle
Mhm.
fries
Mhm.
with mayonnaise to dip them in.
Did you just say waffle friend?
Waffle fries
I swear I heard you
with
just say waffle
mayonnaise
friend.
to dip them.
Because that's honestly that would be awesome.
Waffle fries.
Waffle
What
friend.
is, hold on, what is hentai? You just kind of glossed over that for a second.
Tentacle
Oh,
porn.
because we're,
No, it's
oh,
not.
I-
but that's
It's not
a
strictly. It is a
subculture. It's a
Category
sub-
of hentai. Hentai is the type of animation.
it's Japanese
Yes,
animation,
but we'll get it
but
to
with
Mhm.
Porn.
like
Porn, yeah.
physical mannerisms.
Like what, we
Pornographic,
just,
yeah.
like what we just kind of saw?
Yeah,
Or
but
was
but actually like doing
Mhm.
it. But also in Japan they can't show it, so they just like
Put a little bar.
they
of
do
blur.
a little blur. over
What is it when it's not animation? It's more like live action.
3D?
Live action.
Oh, that's never mind.
hentai
Oh,
live action? That's
That's getting
Illegal?
into like Skyrim.
Is it illegal?
bestiality.
What?
That's illegal.
That's pretty
Yeah,
illegal.
that's pretty illegal.
How we jump on bestiality?
Yeah. What?
With
How did we jump on
tentacles?
hentai?
How many people do you know have tentacles?
Mhm.
All right, guys. I'm gonna get the veggies.
Not
and
I don't know very many.
I'm
I don't know
gonna
very many.
move this.
I don't know any
thing. I'm
people,
gonna get the
so
veggies.
then it must be a beast,
Mhm.
which is what makes it bestiality.
Okay.
See, the beautiful thing about that little gay talk show is the fact that each week it's a roundtable discussion, and
I
we
thought you get the
literally
big one.
just talk
Oh, you
about
want the big one?
Well, we can leave a small one too.
anything and everything, including the fact that these bitches forget that they're on microphone and keep going. Oh, just put the here.
Exactly.
While I'm trying to have a conversation here
We're still here.
with the
yeah.
audience.
We definitely want the big one in here, though.
Mhm, we definitely want a big one in here.
We need
So-
that big one and the.
But just to let you
motivating
know, we have Marcus
that
brought us
ranch over
some
there?
healthy snacks,
Mhm.
Thanks, Marcus.
healthy snacks,
you.
so that we
Look out
can,
for you guys.
you know,
Thank you.
increase our fiber intake. It looks like
Right.
get some green vegetables going. We got some fruit over here. Although, why is it that every fruit thing always has the cheap ass cantaloupe or melons in it?
What's cheap?
Have you tasted them?
They're
I
good.
don't. I
They
don't.
taste cheap.
I don't like
Melons and
cantaloupe.
cantaloupes are the garbage of all fruits.
It's the
Really.
killer.
Are you
Well,
kidding me?
Oh my god.
I
They're
hate
the
cantaloupe.
garbage
I don't
of
love
all
that or
fruits.
honeydew.
Mm-hmm.
Cantaloupe and honeydew is garbage.
They're garbage.
I'm not eating that.
It's the garbage. It's the cheapest fruit you ever use in a fruit cup. When you go order a fruit cup, what's the first two things you see? Honeydew
Cantaloupe.
and cantaloupe.
The
And
the first thing I think when I order a fruit cup is I'm not an
buffet.
adult because I shouldn't be ordering fruit cups. That's the first thing I'm thinking. I'm
That's
an
fair.
adult.
Who really orders fruit cups?
Good cantaloupe is awesome. I don't know.
I love cantaloupe.
Thank you. I got it from
all
I'm not
day,
gonna
every
plug
day.
that, but I got from
That little 3-letter place.
Oh crap! I left my food.
She left.
What food?
Lord have mercy.
Lord have mercy. Get
it together, y'all. Right? Everyone showed up hungry.
I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
So now we're just all chomping.
Mm-hmm.
Right? We're all just chomping on the air for y'all.
Is it Marcus or edamame?
I feel like Marcus is our craft services.
Like Snappies, I think.
You know, like every time you watch the credits in a TV show, it always says craft services at the end. That's usually the caterer. That's the guys who provide all the food for the people on the set.
So you have a title now.
Mm-hmm. So you're like the caterer of the
Marky Mark's Catering.
An official sponsor of that little gay talk show.
So how are you guys feeling about do again new show, everything like how are you guys feeling about
Starting
that?
over, basically.
We thought the recipe needed
the
to.
old title, but such a catchy title.
You know, I didn't like the new change, but actually when I saw the logo, I'm like, okay.
It makes more sense in the flow of it and whatnot.
So why did we change from Texas Tea? I don't understand.
That was such a catchy.
There is a Texas tea already,
But his was first.
But yes, yours was first, so.
but we don't want to take away from the little sprites and wherever they are.
And
little
first, and
sprites.
secondly,
Down with the sprites.
and secondly, I don't want people being confused about our show. I mean,
Those girls are going to last 6 months.
Have
They've already
lasted
been on-
longer
They've already lasted
than that.
they've already
already.
lasted longer than that. Mm-hmm.
And why get into a big skidoo about it?
So we're feeling good about it. Like how are you guys
Yeah,
feeling about it?
loving it.
Mm-hmm.
The new look is much cleaner. I think it's more streamlined.
I like that there's an actual logo.
Yeah, and I like the fact that there's nobody's name in the title.
They're
That's
So
right.
if somebody leaves the show again, it'll still say that gay little talk show instead of
Yeah.
Joel and
Okay, I like
with the
that.
X and the Randy.
Isn't it
cute,
cute?
isn't it?
I really like
Better,
that.
better, better.
I really like that.
Yeah,
it's
that's
cute.
how I
I like
like
But
that.
I wore this shirt for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
And I just couldn't get out of it. I didn't bring it.
Mm-hmm.
I hate
So-
that shirt. At least
Thank you, Marcus, for bringing this.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much
Oh, no
for
problem.
being
Anytime I
this
can get
week's
you guys
sponsor.
healthy.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna show everybody the picture. It's Texas tea with Jess and Sue.
Let's see.
Are we're talking about them again?
Where?
I don't know why we're plugging all the.
Well,
Why
I'm
are
not
you
plugging.
plugging them?
When
Okay,
did we talk
first
about the
That is
last
a plug.
week?
First of all, I
That
don't
looks
mind
like the
support-
girl from 90 Day Fiance.
I don't mind supporting other podcasters from
What's
Texas.
that podcast about? Have you listened to it?
Oh yeah, they have cocktails and they
And you
get
tell
drunk.
people you listen to it.
They have cocktails and regale us with stories of roommates and their time in college and blah 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 blah
The
blah.
same thing that he was doing.
Kinda.
So let's do that instead of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we could listen to their podcast and critique it. And
All right, you guys. Well, I'll start off. I ate a brownie once.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a good brownie?
Was
You
it a
had
pot brownie?
once?
Yeah, one time.
Have you had an evil pot brownie?
Oh no.
A
It was
what a
beautiful.
I
pot
had an
brownie?
evil pot brownie.
What's it?
What is that?
Have you
That
had
sounds
evil
great.
pot before?
What is evil pot?
Evil pot is like it gives you a really bad high.
Why would it?
I think
do
that,
that?
no.
Like
Is it called
hallucinations?
that, or like is
I
it
called
just
that.
you?
No, I called it that.
Oh no, that's
Oh.
just you then. Because whenever I don't smoke weed, but every once in a while I will, and all I do is I go home, I make 16
Bless you.
or 16 or 21 grilled cheese sandwiches,
I got
and then I go sleep.
I got a pineapple up my nose.
Why do you make grilled
Oh,
cheese
no.
sandwiches?
I don't know
They're
how I got
delicious.
a pineapple up my nose, but I got a
Oh,
I
pineapple.
don't think
Yeah.
storing pineapple is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You eat 16 grilled cheese sandwiches?
Don't you judge me.
All at once?
Hold on. I think a bigger question is it's either 16 or 21. There's no 17 or 12.
No. It's always between those two numbers, and
Oh, between.
and I use the
Okay.
fancy cheese too,
Oh.
and the good butter. Okay, I use real butter, cream, salt, not like all that
Yeah.
weird.
Is it small grilled cheeses or big grilled?
Oh no, big grilled cheese, and I cut them in fours like that.
What kind of fancy cheese are we using?
I like to use the Tillamook sharp cheddar, smoked Gouda,
That's
and
good.
then a little bit of
Ooh,
mazza.
smoke.
Listen to
Ooh,
this.
Listen to that.
Oh,
You
I
have not had a grilled cheese sandwich with good cheese until you've had it with manchego.
Oh,
Manchego is good, but
Manchego
manchego is hard to. It's like you have to do it super slow and low because it takes longer to melt. I'm down with that though. No, manchego is a crispy. Like you can
it's
crumble it
like Parmesan. Yeah,
yeah.
It's a hard cheese
Mm-hmm.
unless you get it like sliced. I get it sliced at the deli, but that is a fucking bomb. Like Gouda, like you're talking.
Oh,
Manchego. Oh man, that's a good grilled cheese sandwich.
A really good grilled cheese.
All right, we'll put the mayonnaise in the trash, and then we're gonna make some grilled cheese. Okay.
Yeah, that's when you don't put mayonnaise.
Brownies.
There you go, and then one brownie.
Mm-hmm.
Just one?
Just one.
But not an angry or evil brownie.
Yeah, not
Like a
not
sweet,
evil
nice brownie.
Okay,
I didn't need it to be evil.
I did have an experience with a brownie, and it was the first time I ate a brownie. And I was with Marcus, and I was living off of California Street in those fabulous apartments with that giant pool that every gay person in this neighborhood knows about.
I don't.
Because it used to be like this most fabulous gay
That's not the one where
party place in the 80s.
I was barely alive in the 80s.
And you barely holding it together now.
That's the damn truth.
And that was the first time I
That's
had
where you had that barbecue. Not that.
Yes, but the neighbor baked some brownies, and it was the first time I had a brownie, and I had a high for 7 hours, and I was freaking out for 7 hours. I'd never been high for that long.
That sounds
Did I
like
tell
a
you
bad
not
brownie.
to eat
That
those
I was
brownies?
not happy about that.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they can kind of be hard.
Yeah, I was not
Because
very
you're like,
happy
oh,
about that.
am I hitting the peak yet? But no, you haven't hit the
No.
peak.
You're just like, click, click, click.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I love that everyone got that. All I had to do was when you're ready.
Groundhog Day. Huh?
Marcus is having this wonderful, fabulous high where he's skipping around the living room, and I'm like, I want this to be over. It's like been 4 hours now, and I want it to be over.
Oh God!
It would have had you had grilled cheeses. You would have fell asleep and been happy. Trust me, nothing will put you to sleep better than food, sleep.
Oh,
and
man.
night.
2016 and
Has
21.
anybody done Robitussin before?
Wow, I love. Wait, hold on.
Chris, please tell me your butt chug Robitussin.
What?
Excuse me.
What is
You
butt
said that.
chugging?
Has anyone done Robitussin? Like, it's not an actual medicine that people use.
No, dextromethorphan hydrobromide. It gets you really fucked up.
Okay.
Well, no, I mean, I've done
but not do
Robitussin before.
Have you ever taken Robitussin if you have cold?
No, taking
or
it to get high.
Oh, Jesus. No, I
No.
don't.
It gets you really high
It
and you
tastes
start
terrible.
hallucinating. It's really amazing.
How much
I've
of that
never
shit
been
do you
on-
have to drink?
Like a half bottle.
Oh, my
Oh my God!
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never been on
Yeah.
the Tussin trip.
Mm-mm.
The taste
I
alone would be
don't
like,
Slash tag, maybe I'm going to try that when I
I
get
would
home.
never
I
do
don't-
it anymore, but that used to be my thing in college.
wow.
I like the
They
grape
called me
flavor.
Robo King.
I did like Robo. Oh my god.
I missed something.
Oh my
I almost
god.
wiped my eyebrow off. I was laughing so hard, but I kept my hands really safe on my forehead up here
Oh my god.
because I worked about 20 minutes on these.
And they look fabulous. too.
Robo King.
Thank you.
Wait, but she just said she almost rubbed her eyebrow off.
Exactly, because I wanted to bury my head in my hands and laugh.
Don't worry, girl. I got you. I got that chisel tip.
My baby, that's
Magnum.
Magnum.
Oh lord. Oh lord. I'm about to fall on the floor. Robo King. That was
Robo King.
amazing.
Amazing.
But I said butt chugging. You don't know what butt chugging is.
Oh, that's
wait, I
when
wanna hear what
that's
that
when
is.
you put alcohol in your butt.
Right. There were kids like butt chugging Robitussin.
Robitussin.
Yeah.
Right.
I never heard that
It
they
was
were
a-
doing.
Yeah.
It was a
medicine.
big thing in the news.
Yeah, it was a big thing for a
They were
while.
butt
I
chugging
thought they
it.
were just doing like alcohol. Wait, wait. Before you say
Different
that,
I've heard
of
ladies,
that. Right, like in the 90s.
young girls were like in university. They were soaking the tampon in like
Yeah.
vodka,
Oh, yeah.
and they put it in there. And let me just say.
If you want to get alcohol poisoning super fucking quick.
Yeah, we
excuse me,
should-
Excuse me. I was having a tryst with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and so I'm sitting on top of her face like
You
that.
spiked your tampon?
No, just wait.
Well,
let me say what I'm saying, okay?
Sorry.
So I'm just like squat down in front of her, right there on her face. I have
Okay.
this bottle of Bacardi, and so I thought I was sexy. I was cuter then. I mean, I'm cuter now. Whatever. And then so I just pour it down like this, and then go straight down my stomach, all the way into her mouth. But then it touched my poon. Oh my God. It was DEFCON 5. Like, it was the worst feeling I've ever felt in my life. So how do you put a tampon in there?
Did it burn like alcohol?
You have no idea.
But did you get
The
drunk?
Bacardi burned like alcohol.
It was like lava.
But did you get drunk?
No, I was in pain.
Did you have like a shaved poon?
Had you just shaved it?
Yeah.
Did it feel like aftershave?
No. For me, I'm okay. So you
had
see,
an Afro puff, right?
No, I did not have Afro puff.
A flavor saver like yours, apparently.
Baby, you see how your mustache is right now? That's exactly how it was. I just got to keep a little bit.
Do I have a mustache?
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow.
That 6 o'clock shadow you got going on right there.
6 o'clock shadow.
That's
that
what
what's
I
called when
keep
it's down
because
yonder?
I'm an adult and it should be there. Okay.
Oh no, I'm no judgment here.
That's what
Okay,
I'm saying.
so
you were getting your
I
burn.
want to really hear
Your
a
burn.
little bit more about this story, but I think we need to take a break because, we need to take a break.
Because we have to have
Okay.
sponsors.
Because we have to go
the
shave
words-
his mustache.
Because all the gays at the table heard the word poon, and some of them are laying on the floor. There's one about
I'm a
to
little
jump
green
off
in
the
the face.
balcony. It's chaos here. So we're going to take a break. We'll be back in just a minute.
We're back.
We're back. That little gay talk show is back on the air.
Oh,
We're getting a quick
it's selfie time.
Hey.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. All right.
Okay.
Okay. You know,
Hash brown selfie.
David brought up something that was actually quite amusing during the break. The difference between Republican porn and
To be fair, I asked what the difference was.
Mhm.
And then suggested
Someone
a
explained to me
plausible
what it
If I
could
may,
possibly be.
if I may, gentlemen. So I would consider Republican porn, like in the mid 90s, like when you have to like turn your TV like Showtime, all softcore kind of.
Skinamax.
Yeah, like that. That's what I would imagine it would be.
I honestly think that in this day and age, Republican porn would be nothing more than the missionary position. And
I think
that's
it's understall. It's just the socks and the pants around the ankles.
That would probably define
Yeah.
it. That probably would define it a little
I
bit
think
better.
that's pretty well
Yeah.
for that, and that's why they're trying it.
Or you could
at the airport.
pose with airports. Or you could also pose with half-naked men who are gay and say
And be
you're
like,
not.
Doesn't make me
Right.
gay.
Yeah, that doesn't make. Or you could be. Let's see. You could
Yeah, I
be
didn't swallow.
the leader of a conversion therapy type person. And
But what do they say?
these are all Republicans.
They say it's only gay if you look.
Fair enough.
It's only gay if you look. If you open your eye, then
What was it with that congressman?
it's gay.
Was the kid from California?
Keep it
Oh,
cool.
that makes
Aaron
sense.
Schock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're- it's just a
He was
thing.
the one who would
Yeah,
never
don't
admitted
know
to being
nothing.
gay, but he's
I don't know
always
what this
posing around
is.
all these
It's like the
naked guys and
glory
stuff.
hole of
I'm just fucking
diplomacy.
something.
Diplomacy. I love it.
And as far as I'm concerned, gay Republican porn is just
Oh,
two
that's
gay actors who look super bored at what they're doing.
What does Democrat look like?
Oh,
they're
it's
having
just
a good
regular
old
porn
time.
like everybody
They
else.
invite the donkey.
Tentacles.
It's just whatever, girl.
And-
Wait, did
And RoboCop,
Mhm.
Robo
Oh,
King?
God.
Robo King, Robo King.
Robo King.
Insert
You know, I will
penis
never be
here.
able to look at another bottle of Robitussin again.
Mhm.
Okay, I have a question about
You
that
still have to go to the
because you said it was
I
during.
do want to warn you though. The high lasts a long time. It's not a short thing. It'll last like.
Don't
You
go to
realize
sleep,
that you're
though?
encouraging
Not encouraging.
cough abuse?
Cough
cough
service
Just letting you know the
soft
high
serve.
lasts a long time.
Mhm. Mhm. You're
This is explicit content. This is for grown-ups anyway. So if
Yeah,
you're out there
exactly.
butt chugging Robitussin, at least buy the name brand.
Mhm.
So that
Or marinating tampons.
Yeah. Tampons, welcome.
But
We enjoy
obviously
you.
not in tequila or any kind of alcohol because it will burn.
it will burn
It will burn.
like
It's true.
alcohol.
I know.
Sing.
I know.
Mhm.
It'll burn like
What's the
alcohol.
experience over there?
Have
Oh,
you ever
yeah, I
done
know.
a shot of Everclear before?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I almost drank myself blind.
With Everclear,
So
I
bad.
felt like
Yeah.
I felt like the lining of my throat was like melting.
I felt like I gave up on my dreams.
I know. Mhm.
Okay, I'm not gonna go there. She made that too easy.
What
You
about
teed that
moonshine?
up too hard
Mhm.
for me to like go with. I'm not gonna run with it. But Everclear is super effing good. You put like just a capful in a Jones soda. It's like the perfect alcohol to soda mix.
So then do you jump on your fixed gear and then you go get like fresh fruit from the market?
No.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's over twice as strong as.
It's 200%.
It's 200 proof. Yeah,
it's 200 proof, right? So it's 100%.
But no, nothing's that good.
Years and years.
It's 200. Like that's disgusting. It doesn't even taste.
Years and years
gotta be
ago.
made.
It's nasty.
Years and years ago, Marcus and I were at a party with
I love stories
an
that start off
infamous
like this.
person who hopefully is no longer on this earth.
Oh,
And I say hopefully is no
God,
longer on this earth.
Wow. Hey.
Wow.
David White already knows who I'm talking about. So we were at a party and they had trash can punch with I don't know how many bottles of Everclear, and I had 3. And the next thing I know, Marcus and Michael are chasing me around the parking lot because I'm taking all my clothes off because it was so hot. So I'm running around the parking lot naked at a party. And I said I will never touch Everclear again. So I've never touched Everclear again.
I haven't.
So,
I haven't touched it since high school.
I think high school's less.
Well, I just made a cannabis tincture and I used Everclear.
Oh, what now?
Cannabis tincture. You know what a tincture is?
No.
Yeah.
It's where you soak cannabis in alcohol to pull out the THC, and then you.
What else would you do that with?
Butter.
Well, no, I mean,
But
what
if
else?
you're gonna do that, you have to cook the cannabis.
CBD
you have to cook
butter.
the cannabis
That's what I'm
first.
We're not
Other than
teaching-
cannabis, what
we're not
might
teaching
you
these
be
people
trying to
this
pull
already.
out of to use that
Like, it's a medicinal thing.
process?
It's not- yeah.
Okay, so like anything where the chemicals are in the actual plant, but consuming the plant is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Just curious, its actual medical application.
But if somebody
We're not
were
sponsoring
to do that,
this.
just know you have to. You actually have to cook your cannabis first. You can't just.
Kids, cover your mom's ears.
Like, you also can't just swallow your. You can't just eat cannabis raw. You have to cook it first.
Right.
Yeah, usually what I would do
Diffuse it.
whenever
Yeah.
I would...
Could it be somebody else's cannabis?
Carboxylate.
I would put in a crock pot on low overnight, that with butter, and then so you scrape off the top bits.
Oh, yeah.
Take all that part off, and then you have butter, and you can use it like...
That's what you use
Even
it in
when
the
you-
brownies, right?
Brownies.
Use
Whenever,
edibles.
even if you wake up, you have
Sugar
breakfast, something
cookies.
like that, you just put a little bit on toast,
Yeah.
or just any little thing. You can use it for anything.
We are encouraging
We're not
all
sponsoring
kinds of
this.
bad behavior
okay.
on this show.
What's up?
Wait,
There's
wait,
toast
wait,
in the
wait,
morning with their eggs. Like,
Kids, cover your dad's ears too.
Excuse me. For adult only. Okay? Adult only. If you can pay your own rent, then you should listen. That's what I'm saying. If you can pay your rent, you shut up, go to school.
there are too many
Be
trust
quiet.
fund babies out
Oh,
there.
Responsible
yeah.
use. Use responsibly.
Yeah, I bought the good butter.
AKA, like, not on your toast with your eggs in the morning.
Not with your avocado toast, I guess.
Right, avocado toast. How white of you, David?
I'm not even a millennial.
So you just made a white joke. You're
But I'm white, so I can do that.
Avocado, the white
So we
people
have
show.
no. You're not all white, are you, my love?
I'm quarter Italian,
Okay, so white,
English, and Scottish.
chocolate, Asian.
There is no ethnicity called chocolate.
No.
There's no ethnicity.
I think that was
Indonesia.
racist.
No, in Indonesia, we always call like my mom is chocolate. My mom's same like you, but we always just say chocolate.
So your mom is a man?
My
If she's same like him,
she's the cutest, prettiest little chocolate man I ever seen in my life. I think that much.
I love that.
But yeah, we always just say chocolate. That's what we say.
And I'm same like him. Well,
No,
he's
he's
same
darker
like
than you.
he's same like me though.
No, he's darker.
He doesn't have dark hair.
He's
I
darker.
know. I'm just like
You
saying.
just sunburn.
Yeah, no, I just like saying same like him.
You're no good, dude. You're so bad.
You're same like him.
Like you.
You look terrible.
We've been watching those cartoons before. That's why it's
Their
bad.
email address is
That little gay talk show.
Do they show penises
I do
in
know.
those cartoons?
No, just popsicles.
Did you see that ice cream? That was a total penis, okay?
It looked
was-
veiny
it was
even
ice cream.
at that
It
second
was
scene.
veiny.
It was veiny.
Okay,
even
for
looking.
those of you out there who don't know what's going on, they're talking about some anime that they were watching
On Hulu.
before
Monster Masumi.
Yeah, while we were waiting for the other people to show up.
And these girls started fighting, and suddenly their breasts were
burst out of their shirts. Not their shirts, just the breasts.
We're not sponsoring this.
Just the breast holes.
And she was sucking on some ice cream pie.
We're not sponsoring this.
But
it looks very. Yes.
She was chaka
she was
with
enjoying
her
that
mouth. That's
popsicle.
all I'm saying.
It was the first time she'd had ice cream.
Yes. And she got it all over.
Oh yeah, and then she jumped in the fountain naked.
Yeah.
Which is kind of a bird joke.
Skeet ice cream from her face.
She was in the bird bath.
Gotta make
Snake girl
porn.
got mad at her.
I never thought that I would ever be in a room full of gays and our bisexual lady friend at the table, and we'd be sitting around talking about a scene in a Japanese anime.
Did you see the scene, Joel?
No, I was not.
You said it's like your favorite.
It's my favorite episode.
I'm Asian.
Mm-hmm.
You already know it's
Hey,
bad.
we need to take a field trip to a titty bar one of these days.
I'm going.
I agree. Let's
That's how
go.
it is.
Fair enough.
I'm nervous.
Let's go.
I think we
Let's go.
should all go. I think that would be amazing.
Can,
So I'm
I've
gonna
been to
do.
so many titty bars. It's ridiculous. I don't
Yeah,
want to go
actually,
to.
we have.
I went to one with
I
the.
have been,
I'm
I've
gonna
been
do-
to several bachelor parties.
So
I've
you,
been to, yeah.
these two
And every
wonderful.
time we go, the women are always all over us and never all over the person that wanted to go.
Because they know y'all are safe.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know,
Mhm.
every time,
Y'all ain't gonna
when a woman
y'all ain't
goes
gonna ask
to,
me
Like,
something
where'd you
stupid.
get those?
Mm.
when women go to a titty bar, like, they're gonna just jump all over me.
Mhm.
I already know that, and I told my friend I was just like, they're just gonna jump on my poon. They're just gonna want some of
Punani.
this.
Soaked in Bacardi. They know that you're going to waterboard them with your poon.
I
and
do not.
Bacardi.
I am hoping that I do not
No.
one day turn around at the bar and look at Punani by Bacardi.
Punani berry.
That's a great idea.
That is a cocktail I'm gonna make up
I'll take
tomorrow.
a punani.
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 Bacardi. Oh, I'm doing it. And I'm gonna make sure I got my
But
my
Bacardi's
action
got,
pants
like-
on.
It's
Then
always
you can
something
have-
and.
You can have it.
It's like wolf berry and like.
What did you say? An Afro?
An Afro puff.
Afro,
Puff.
you can have an Afro puff version.
I asked for a Bujina one.
Oh, shit.
Give me a Bujina drink.
Can I have a vagina made with that Bacardi punani?
What I love more than
Vagina,
anything
yes.
is that like you don't say too much, but when you do, you get real close and you're just like,
I know, because I don't think it's...
let me tell you something.
But what if,
Like
what if
you
the
get
bottles are
so
shaped like
close and you're like,
vaginas?
Oh,
just
God.
so
And
you
pour the
know.
liquor?
It would never. It would
Okay,
never
but-
end up in a gay man's bar. That's for
But
sure.
it's like flat.
Mhm.
And the opening is like oblong. And it's got like a
You
cork
have
in
to
it.
squeeze
Wait,
it,
what do you
yeah.
mean? What's
So-
oblong? What's
so
the
what?
oblong?
Yeah, just shaped
The
like vagina.
Oh, like this.
But like flat like this. And then the opening is like this. It's got a little cork. And so it just spills everywhere when you dump it.
Oh my god.
It's got an opening on it like this. Like, and you just, okay. Which,
I'm not advertising this.
that's how the gay guys pour
It
it.
sounds like an
Biggie's idea.
SNL commercial.
Right?
I feel like as the two bartenders at the table, we should probably figure out how to make these kind of drinks.
I'm
Because
down.
I would love to have I would like to have some.
One Bujina drink.
I'll have one big tall
Actually,
vagina,
I came
please.
up with a drink the other day. It's called the Purvis. It's
Oh Lord.
It's,
Okay.
okay.
Robitussin?
It's tonic. No, it's super simple.
And tonic.
It's vodka, tonic water, and coffee.
Ice
Syrup?
Hot or cold?
Coffee syrup?
Cold.
Cold. Yeah.
On ice.
Okay.
First of all,
It sounds terrible, but
That
it's
sounds
really good.
gross.
It's good.
I'm gonna try it when I go. I mean, I have
You
all
have
of
to
that
get the
stuff at
balance.
home.
You have to get the balance right.
So what's the measurement?
I haven't figured that part out yet.
Oh,
Still working on that.
So are we talking
all
about,
right. So we're
I'm
gonna
still
get
with
your
a cold
roof of
coffee
coffee,
because you know
and
we're-
then we'll figure it out.
because Chris, we're bartenders, so we go by is it 1.5 ounces,
Yeah.
2 ounces, 0.5 ounces,
Yeah.
point this, point. So
For
we
the
always
shot,
go by
yeah.
ounces when we do recipes.
Do you have a jigger?
Excuse me?
He doesn't know
That
what
sounded racist.
And I knew the second it came out of my mouth, I was like, I really hope I said that into the mic.
Bitch, what you say?
What
Where's my
consonant did I
jigger?
use?
It's-
Did I use the
Yeah,
right
it's
consonant?
A jigger
is
What?
one who
Again,
Or measurements. It's a little measuring cup they use to measure.
I think it's
It's
probably
a
two
code.
tonic waters to one coffee. Is what I
so parts.
2 tonic waters.
Two parts.
two to one. Yeah.
2 to 1.
So an ounce.
How much vodka?
An ounce.
So it's like a carbonated
a lot.
coffee.
Like 2 ounces of vodka.
Two shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Yeah,
vodka.
at least a
shot-
1 and a
shot
half.
can be anywhere from 1 ounce to 1.5 ounces.
Yeah.
Texas,
And then
the
plus when you
long's like
add
2
coffee,
ounces,
the
so you can make
Kool-Aid
2
in
ounces of
there.
vodka in it, and then put tonic and pour cold coffee on that.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Carbonated
knows? It might even blow
alcohol
the
coffee.
coffee.
I mean, it was like carbonated coffee. With
Yeah.
spiked coffee. That's carbonated.
I like sparkling lemonade or sparkling tea, so that makes sense.
You like anything that's sparkling.
Oh.
Diamonds
You like
are a
sparkling?
girl's
You know
best
you do.
friend.
Mhm.
Hell yeah, I do. Name me one person at this table. In me.
Who doesn't know that you don't like sparkling stuff?
Well, I hope everyone at the table is aware.
Now, everyone at the table is aware. We were aware from.
I'm wearing my shimmering.
You
This
are shimmering
awesome
today.
shirt.
You are
Like,
shimmering. I
Like,
like
seriously
that shirt.
awesome shirt.
Mm-hmm.
If
It's a
didn't-
pretty bomb ass shirt.
If I didn't like
With
you,
suspenders
and I went
on
back
top
to
of
my,
that.
my thug ways.
Oh, you
I think
Super
we're
light.
Snatched it right
Honestly,
up.
Bottom on the head.
Straight up.
There's only some of the print is
Mhm.
You have to
iridescent.
You have to hand wash
I
that.
mean, no.
Sweetie,
I take it to the dry
I
cleaner,
have
but
to say
yeah.
that 3 of these girls at the table haven't seen suspenders since 1990 something.
I was just
She
saying.
bringing them
I
back.
know.
She's bringing them back.
And they coming right on back.
Mine attached to my bow tie and my garter belt, so I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I have those too. They keep my thigh highs up. Is what those are for. That's what this is. One of my bracelets is actually a suspender for a garter belt.
Only Pinky.
Can't see it, but Pinky's showing us all.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm showing Sting. She's like,
Marcus,
what?
this is not unusual. We all once had a friend who used to wear his cock ring as a bracelet. Used to wear his cock, and I told. And the funny thing was, at the time, I didn't know what a cock ring was, and I kept.
How big was this?
I have no idea.
Oh no, it has 3 buttons.
You saw his
Leather.
wrist. Yes, you do. Yes, you
They always
do.
have like 3
It's got
little
3
snaps.
buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's leather, it's
Oh,
probably
it's leather. Oh, it's
Yeah.
leather.
About-
It's different.
Back- half an
They
inch
had
thick.
buttons.
Yeah.
Mhm.
and it's got snaps.
Mhm.
I used to wear one
Y'all
like
hear
that.
about cock ring Ken?
What?
No.
You know
Come
Ken
sit,
from
come sit.
Barbie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear about the Ken that had a cock ring?
No.
Yeah, there's a Ken, a model Ken, that he has a necklace, but it's actually a cock ring. And it's supposed to
Oh
be like
my.
alternative, but they didn't really realize what it was.
Oh,
So they
okay.
discontinued it really soon after that.
Really?
Yeah, it's an actual thing.
Isn't that cute though?
This is so cute. I like it.
Because I couldn't wear the garter, so I just took the snaps off of it.
I
Sounds like
wonder
something
if
very
it's a
80s-ish.
collector's item.
No.
It probably. There are so
Yeah,
many
it's
old
totally
gays.
collector's item.
You see how to?
There are so many old gays out there who have that. That thing probably went for fucking 5
I'm
figures.
sure. Yeah.
As soon as you said
Oh,
Ken,
okay.
I thought about like that Barbie, and I was like, "There's nothing there. I don't know
How give it a
where
cock
you're gonna
ring
attach
there.
anything."
That's why they
to
put it around his
anything."
neck.
I was just like, I mean, whatever, hog tie. As long as you have fun, I'm happy.
Ain't none of my business what you do.
As long as you're happy, baby.
Right?
If you like it, I love it. It's good.
Mhm.
I don't care.
She wants the more of it.
Mhm.
It's your life. Do what you're gonna do. Or does it do what you want to do?
Do what you want to do.
Do what you want to do.
Mhm.
Do
Mm-hmm.
you want the cheese to go with it?
I want the cheese to go in the microwave.
No, it does something horrible to me.
I want the cheese to go in the microwave.
Something horrible to you. This is the bitch who drinks Starbucks, super sweet frappuccinos, full of cream, whipped cream, all kinds of crap.
There was no whipped cream on top.
Mm-mm.
It had a crunch.
It had a crunch.
It was a caramel ribbon crunch.
Mm-hmm.
This
Ah,
is the best frappuccino there.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had that one.
It's good. Of course, says the one who drinks the tea all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I normally get the cold foam cold brew
I don't get
with like 5
It's a
shots
cold
in
coffee thing, and I just don't get it.
I-
Do 5 shots.
it. And in the on top of the coffee, the frap mix.
I can't drink
Lord.
coffee at all.
I
neither
love
can
coffee, but I
drink
want it
it
hot.
If I drink coffee, I pass out immediately.
Mm-mm. It
Like,
just
as
makes
soon
me
as I have
super
caffeine,
nervous
like too
and
much
jittery,
caffeine,
and I want
I
to
just
throw
pass
up.
out.
I
cannot
love the
handle
tuxedo.
coffee.
Like they have they called it black and white the last time it came out, but I always call it the tuxedo mocha,
Mhm.
and it's the white mocha and the regular. dark chocolate mocha mixed together. Yeah.
Are we still talking about coffee?
Yes. And when pumpkin spice comes out, it's coming out.
I was just about to go. I was just about to go. Which one of you bitches is going to talk about pumpkin spice lattes? And it's the white girl at the table.
Yep.
It's the white girl at the table.
I can't help it.
If his name was Heather, we wouldn't be surprised.
I didn't even tell you guys my middle name.
I hate pumpkin spice.
I don't like pumpkin. I don't like
I don't get it. I mean, I've had
Pumpkin is discovered.
I
Pumpkin
hate
spice is
pumpkin and
great.
olives.
One at a time, you guys.
What?
There's only two things I hate: pumpkin and olives.
I hate olives too, but I eat pumpkin
Olive,
all day
little
long.
bit.
But pumpkin
Little
spice
bit.
latte is ew.
Nasty.
Pumpkin has pumpkin has nothing to do with pumpkin spice.
Fair enough.
Just saying. If you
Wait.
like pumpkin, that does not mean you like pumpkin spice. If you like pumpkin pie,
Pumpkin pie?
that doesn't mean that you like pumpkin.
I like pumpkin
Well,
pie.
It is a
I just
vessel
like-
for
I
the
just like-
seasonings.
A latte is not the place for pumpkin pie spice.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way.
Wait,
See.
does it taste like pumpkin or not?
No.
It tastes like
pumpkin
garbage.
spice.
Have you ever had garbage before? 'Cause
Are you a little raccoon?
Grind it up a little bit.
yeah, it tastes like
What's pumpkin spice?
trash.
Nutmeg, anise, cinnamon, cumin.
So it doesn't taste like pumpkin. Why
No,
do they-
it's
There's no pumpkin
spice.
in it.
No,
It's
there's
pumpkin
pumpkin
advertising
spice.
this tastes
It's
like
pumpkin
trash.
spice. Pumpkin spice is what you use to make pumpkin pies. It's a combination of several spices
Right.
that you would
It's
throw.
usually-
By the way, it has
Cinnamon,
pumpkin pie
clove,
spice, which by the way has
pumpkin,
no
stuff like that.
pumpkin
And
in
then some
it.
garbage,
So all these-
But you
and
use it
then
to
whatever
make
you find
pumpkin.
all these pumpkin
outside,
flavored
and then you
things
throw it
actually
away.
don't taste like pumpkin. They
No,
taste
they
like
taste
pumpkin
like-
spice.
Pumpkin pie
It's a
Nuts.
it's a
collection.
conglomerate of spices
With no
that
pumpkin.
is used to make a pumpkin
So
pie.
do I hate pumpkin or do I hate pumpkin spice?
You probably
Yeah,
hate pumpkin
pumpkin
spice.
So it's a conglomerate of like flavors.
Yeah.
That sounds
Yeah.
like a landfill.
Says the raccoon at the table.
Oh.
It's like, you're so cute and full of trash.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll be a trash panda all day, baby. I'll
I
come
love
all you
trash
nuts.
pandas.
Mhm.
Okay, but I do, and I can't believe they've never put it on the menu so far, but I do a pumpkin spice mocha.
Oh.
So I do the mocha, they call it mocha sauce, but I do like a
They
mocha.
call it a mocha sauce?
It's, yeah, I mean, because it's
What?
mixed up
Can we
into
start
like a
calling
sauce.
it Heather now?
We can start calling them Heather now.
No, pumpkin spice mocha is the fucking shit. You guys haven't lived yet.
You are 10 minutes away from me calling you Tammy for
Picture
the
of
rest
you
of
in
your
that
life.
interview.
And Starbucks is
I
not
That
sponsored.
quote.
Yes.
You know what? I feel like that needs to be like the picture for
Immortalized.
this, just for this episode, with him with a pumpkin spice
Yes.
latte in his hand.
But it's not even October yet.
They don't
But
care.
separate,
Be like, thank God, August
Let it
is
get
over.
89. Everybody got fur on. I'm cold. Oh, here's my chai latte. Pumpkin spice.
My
It's 89
brother's
degrees
wife-
outside.
Like, thank God the temperatures dropped below 92.
Today, my brother's wife messaged me and she was like, "Are you going to be around for Thanksgiving and Christmas?" And I'm like, "It's only September. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing."
I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
But they're already putting out Valentine's decorations at Walgreens. Can we talk about that?
Wait, no. You're joking. Are you
Oh my
serious?
God,
Wait.
really? Do we just skip over Christmas? I'm okay with that.
Wait. Are you serious?
No, I don't think they're-
to fuck with people.
No.
Just
They're
the
doing
Hallmark
Happy
holidays.
Valentine's Day.
Are you?
Better happy Father's Day.
guys.
Did you call your father today?
Mm.
Are they already doing Halloween? No? They are
Yes.
doing Halloween.
Yes.
Oh, Halloween, for sure, yeah.
So the next thing
They're already doing Thanksgiving.
Wait, we have to have a Halloween episode. And we have to dress up.
How would people know?
We'll know.
We'll
Ooh.
take
The
pictures.
photo shoot.
I'm gonna dress up as a good employee.
For any of you out there
I
not
already love that
listening,
costume
not the way
already.
she's dressed right now.
Heather,
Excuse
how would you
me.
dress?
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna
Plaid
dress
skirt,
up. I'm gonna dress
With a
up
pumpkin
as
Argyle
spice
socks.
latte in her hand.
As a what?
I'm gonna dress up as Chuck Norris
Mary
in
Jane's.
the '70s with my action pants still. Always. What are you gonna dress up as?
Well, I think I'm going to dress up like a motherfucking Heather.
No, baby.
Plaid
Honestly,
skirt, I
like,
like that.
Plaid
White
skirt, knee-high Argyle socks.
Yeah.
I don't know, baby. I
Mary
just,
Jane's.
Work those suspenders too. That was
I-
good.
I-
twirl
I don't
around in
know,
it, too.
You haven't
I'm
seen my
starting,
plaid
like-
skirt.
I'm starting to feel like I can see you in like some loafers, and I want to call you Tammy.
Tammy? But she's not Heather.
But Tammy sounds so. I live in a trailer in Pasadena. I mean, she's not bad.
No offense to people living in trailers in Pasadena.
Every offense to people living in Pasadena. I'm sorry.
His email address is.
I gotta wait.
These are my people. Come for me, bitch. Come for me.
I have a good idea. Why don't each one of us pick a costume for the other person?
Let's draw games.
Pick whatever.
Let's do
it.
Let's
whatever.
do
And you have to do it.
ghost.
You have to
I don't
do
know if I
it.
like this idea.
purple-headed ghost.
I don't know if I like it either
I'm modest
because
and I don't like exposure.
because here's what's going to happen. Here's what's going to happen. There's going to be 5. Marcus is going to have to pick, and then it's going to be like 5 pieces of paper saying, you should do Oprah. And Marcus is going to be like, no, I'm not doing that. Because for God knows how long, every Halloween, people go, why don't you do Oprah? You look so much like Oprah. Do Oprah.
You do not like Oprah.
I don't see
Halloween.
it.
I know.
I don't see Oprah.
I know.
I feel like Chris looks more like Oprah.
Oprah has a much better message than you.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, her features are far more
But
pronounced.
yeah, if we do like Halloween
Her brow.
show, we can all
Very
pick
strong.
for. We'll just do a
We'll
random.
do the purple-headed ghost.
A virgin nun.
Mm-hmm.
A purple-headed ghost?
What is that?
Yeah, like the white elephant.
Purple is my favorite color.
So you just like.
But the actual drawing be the purple-headed ghost drawing. Like instead of a white elephant gift exchange, like a purple-headed ghost costume.
Did you just come up with that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm
that was a
impressed.
real
I'm
thing.
impressed. I'm down with that. I think that would be awesome.
I had to go with something that was like purple-headed. I was like,
Because I love Halloween.
But then it had to be Halloween.
My mom.
The ghost.
But what if
My mother
Because then it could be a boner under the covers.
Oh, look at us talking about Halloween on September 4th.
My mother actually still.
But as gays,
Well, we
do
may
have
have-
to be.
it's like,
We
we may
do
have to get
come
our
up with our
costumes.
costumes.
Yes.
My
I do
little
not
teeny
fuck around on Halloween.
tiny, my little teeny tiny
Excuse you.
Indonesian woman mother
Man mother.
sews. Shut up.
Chocolate man mother.
Beat you up. My little chocolate Asian mom. She still sews by hand my costumes every year.
And there,
So
She
she
is
needs
so
she needs a
good
little
at it.
notice on what you're going to be for
Oh,
Halloween.
Can she do all of ours?
every year she does less
totally
and less
can.
sewing.
You got a little bit money.
Oh.
Indonesian, yeah. If you got some money,
How much is a little bit?
how much your costume? I mean, if you want a thong or a full suit, that's gonna be 2 different things.
I found.
Hey, I have to be Skeleton again. That was my
Skeleton?
costume. Skeleton, yeah. I was a skeleton and I wore a thong.
I think that would be really, really fun for us to do. Just like having our show in this horrible costume.
Okay.
And I
I
had
had
on
a vision in
just-
my head. I was
Like skeleton, like yes, like glow in the dark paint, like with like an
And I had on
iridescent,
jazz
like
pants too.
Oh god, everything's
God.
bad right now.
well, just the thong would be great. under like black light, so your skin didn't glow at all, and just the skeleton and the thong, like dancing around at the party. That'd be fucking
Wow,
wild.
that
I
would
think that'd be
be.
awesome.
I like to see that just because.
I think that would be really, really fun.
I mean, the tripod would be an issue, but you
I'm,
could get your mom to make adjustments to your thong.
No, my mom, she'll do it. I'm not
yeah,
joking.
that
She'll
would
love
kind
it.
of be a little bit of an issue because
You just sew a tube sock to the front of it.
you're kind of you so.
What does that mean?
So
Which part of me are you referring to?
I don't know.
Are any of the parts of you not you?
I think we're referring to the front part, not the back part. So.
Do you have a tail, Chris?
It's
Everything's
manageable.
painted,
I mean,
it's
come
fine.
on.
Because that won't go well with a thong.
I think we've established that it's not the largest at the table. Haven't we?
I wasn't on that show.
Okay, I'm dead. We're not advertising this.
Hold on. Is that David making a solid
Yes.
on salad salad?
He just pulled it out and slapped it on the table.
And he said, clearly I wasn't here for that
I
episode.
trumped everybody.
All right, so
Who had the tape measure?
Oh,
I think David's green tea needs to be taken away from him.
Yes, I'm the resident asexual.
Right.
And
So
he's
far-
still...
But
And you know, the
that
funny
has
thing
to
is...
do with the size of your
No,
cock.
you're
Rather than being a
Exactly.
bottom, I mean, you talk about a bottom, you know.
I've smoked a grape a lot. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's the same shit.
A
It's
grape
okay.
what?
I've smoked a grapes. Just put them in there. It's okay. It looked the same.
I don't even know what to say to that.
Yeah, what do you say?
Why were you smuggling grapes, Sam?
Down there.
Because I mind my own
Why would I have
business.
to
That's
put grapes
why.
in my crotch?
To make up for the no
Grapes are expensive.
beans. I don't know.
No, I don't need to make that.
We got grapes at the table.
Is that what she's been doing with them?
I'm sorry.
I'm not eating grapes anymore now.
No,
Enjoy your cantaloupe,
No,
boys.
no, don't tell me that.
Enjoy.
Don't tell me that.
Have a
Fruit
carrot.
salad. For all you Wiggles fans out there. Jeff is hungry.
Oh my god.
Jeff is not hungry anymore.
Oh my god. This has been an interesting episode to say the least.
It's not even done yet.
I am not even done yet.
We're just getting started.
Mhm.
I think we're up to our second half.
We're up to the second break. Time to take a second break because we need to remove David's dick from the table because it's taking up so much space.
I am tired of sitting on the table,
I
too.
know, right? It's just, oh my god.
It's in the fruit salad.
I knew I wanted a summer sausage, but come on, Dave.
It's a process. It's easier in the morning when he's getting out of bed to just
Yeah, so we're gonna take a little break.
Wrap
so we
that
get
back around
David's
his
dick
waist.
off the table, and we'll be right back.
Put it away.
Take a stand.
We're back to that little gay talk show. We're gonna do some more talking. We're doing our relaunch show. Yay!
welcome to the third half, y'all.
The third and final half.
I gotta look at David every single time I say
Oh
it.
my god, it drives me bananas every time. Every time.
This shit is bananas.
You cannot
B-A-N-A-N-A-S.
A-N-A-N-A-S.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it is the third half.
No,
Mhm.
it's not. You can't have 3 halves.
It's the third half hour.
That you can have.
That's
But
what
it's not the third half. He's saying it's the third half.
the half hour.
How can you have 3 halves? That's called 1.5. You have 3 halves.
Nah, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
I had a brownie one.
Oh my god, I love it.
I ate 3 halves of a brownie once.
Mhm.
An evil brownie.
Yes.
Oh yeah, you
Was
only
Spike
eat
with
evil
Robitussin?
brownies.
No, I don't only eat evil brownies. I had one there.
Nobody is ever gonna eat your brownies. Like, do not ever bring brownies anywhere that we are because we're like,
Don't touch the brownies. Don't touch the brownies.
Mhm.
Probably
They
marinate
probably be
them.
sitting
make
at the
breakfast.
table.
Probably marinate them in Robitussin anyway.
it's a good thickening agent.
Getting agent.
Mm.
Oh, we doing this again?
We're doing it again.
We're doing it again. Yay!
Woo! Sell me for the third half. Woo! And timer. Okay, great.
And a timer.
Oh,
And there we go.
Okay, that was grueling.
Sorry, that was grueling.
Put in
I'm
5
sorry.
seconds could
That
take
was
so
very
long.
thrilling for the audience too.
Did you guys
Look
feel
for it
that?
on-
I
look
feel
for it
like you
on-
guys could feel us.
Look for it on
through that.
Instagram.
Mhm.
We're gonna put it on Instagram. We're gonna start beefing up the Instagram. It's kind of it's a little sad.
It's a little sad. I don't take enough.
If you guys want somebody to constantly be on social media, I am definitely the person for it. I'm always.
We're not currently accepting applications, but we will let you
I
know.
didn't ask you.
You should have.
We are currently accepting applications.
Thank you.
I don't have time
Shit.
to do social media all the.
I think
freaking-
Dad just trumped Mom.
If I could get like someone to do our Twitter page a little bit more.
She can do Twitter. I can do Instagram.
I want
can't
to do
stand that
Instagram.
fucking
Twitter's
Twitter
still a
shit.
thing.
I don't like Twitter.
Yeah,
I would rather
I
do
like
Instagram
Twitter.
because Instagram is just for like Twitter for people who don't read.
Yeah,
Mhm.
AKA
That's true.
me.
and Twitter. Yeah, Twitter is just too much.
I don't
See,
know.
Twitter's
I like
very
more just
difficult.
looking at pictures.
I will
Like
be
just
honest
look
that-
and see and
Yeah.
go.
I will be honest that I'm on Twitter and I follow the president, but not so much for what he says, but for the replies underneath all of it. They just crack me up.
I love
Just
that.
You
cracks
fall
me
down the
up.
rabbit hole.
Well,
yeah, you just
oh
like-
God, it's
what do they
so
say?
good.
What is
Oh, you have to like follow him and just read the replies
It's
of the deal
so
on there.
good.
Just like
Every single
now and
reply
then- every now and then
would
you'll
be
find
an
one or
Oompa
two that's Jake make America
Like,
great again
an
at the
Oompa
restaurant.
Loompa.
Like, man, America was great before you came along, and you know, it's just it's hilarious. Just to read all
My
replies.
still like a favorite. What is it? The coffee fee.
Oh, Covfefe, yeah. That was a good one.
Oh, speaking of Twitter, I really, and we have talked about this so many times, it's ridiculous. Boston had its Straight Pride Parade over the weekend.
Oh, I saw
was it
it.
good?
It was a
fiasco. They got a lot of
to
like
say
bad
the
press.
least.
A lot of bad press.
I think they had like 20 people in the entire
How was
parade.
How
Were
is the
there any
KKK
girls?
float?
You know what?
It was
all I
really
wanna know.
white. It was very clean.
You know what? Honestly, from looking at all the pictures, all I saw was a bunch of dudes literally complaining about everything, and I didn't see any women.
Yeah.
Why would? Because we invite them to our Pride, where we have sponsors.
And
Yes.
fun.
Right, gorgeous naked men.
And gorgeous naked ladies for the ladies. For
Just
the ladies.
not as many.
Just not as many.
There needs
That's
to be
quite
more.
enough last time.
Mm-hmm.
It was right in front of our hotel.
There needs to be more.
So, hold my shirt. I'm just
Just
joking.
not hold my shirt. Not hold my beer, y'all. It's
Hold my
here,
shirt.
Hold my shirt.
I don't think any of us would appreciate that.
So all I
It would be wasted.
I think
I wouldn't even appreciate
I
it.
think, and one reporter asked the 3 organizers there, "Hey, how does it feel? How do you feel knowing that the city wasted all their resources because you guys can't get laid?"
Oh.
And that was the biggest burn.
Wait, what was the response, though?
I tried to upload the video and I couldn't get it to upload.
But the response
But the
was...
response was just a look of sheer.
Like, oh wait, does that? Can you tell?
I don't know how to answer.
How do you
that
know I don't get laid?
Mhm. Because obviously,
Because there's no girls at the
There's
parade.
no girls at the parade, and if there are girls, they're protesting on the side. So you're
So
never going to get laid.
It turned out to be like a closeted gay pride.
You know, most of the tourists who came into town thought it was just a Trump rally.
I could see that.
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, is he still a thing?
Wait, you said truck rally?
Obviously not if he's
Truck rally.
Oh, my...
Obviously
Trump
not
rally.
if he's at a
Trump-
straight pride parade. So
Both are equally as
no,
bad.
he's really not
Who
that
is
much.
this?
Milo Yiannopoulos.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Let me tell you the history of Milo Yiannopoulos.
You talked about him like several shows now.
Yeah.
You don't know Milo?
I know.
Mm-mm.
I don't.
So let me tell you the history of Milo Yiannopoulos because, dare I say this, I was at one time a follower. Here, and this is before he got into Trump politics and everything else. Here was a man who cited the idea that I don't understand why gays keep trying to follow heteronormative culture. Gays are much more superior than that.
Mm-hmm.
Gay marriage should not be a thing because gays don't need marriage. Our society has been the society that has always carried mankind for thousands of years with culture and art and everything else. So why are we begging a heteronormative society to accept us?
Wait, when did he say all this?
In the earlier days when he was first coming
Oh,
out.
so he was... Wait.
Yeah.
In the earlier days when he was first
Now,
popular, when did he come out?
When I first ran across him, I ran across a video of his on
Hopefully you ran across
YouTube,
penicillin, too.
I think maybe about 3 or 4 years ago. And this was before he was involved in politics. He was kind
He's
of
a huge alt-right figure.
Yeah, he
So
is.
is he gay or not?
No, he's gay.
Yeah.
But he
Do we claim him?
Oh, you have to get
Do we
in
claim
there.
Not anymore.
Doing all
No, not anymore.
He's the
That's
only
what I
one
mean.
But at the
that
time, he
army
was
and-
very. His ideas were very pro-gay, pro the idea of why are we kowtowing to the
Right.
man when we should be celebrating who we are as gay people.
Right.
And
Evolved.
stop trying
Higher
to-
evolved life forms.
Yeah,
Right.
because we're higher evolved.
That I can get down with.
Yeah, higher evolved
Yeah,
life.
of course.
It wouldn't be until later that when he started getting into politics and all this other
That he
stuff
got
that
fanatical.
that he got fanatical and stupid, and I'm like, you're just
Right.
like all these other guys. You're just looking to make a name for yourself. You actually were
Right.
kind of
Making some sense. Right.
He
Exactly.
actually had me.
I thought he
which
was
is
all right
very
before
hard
he
to
came
do.
out.
Yeah,
Right.
Maybe I had it backwards.
no, he was always out.
Oh.
But the thing is that here is this fiery, very effeminate man celebrating gay culture. Now, this is before gay marriage became legal, by the way.
Right.
Right.
So
As a like, why do we need it? Because
his
we're-
lectures on why
We need to act like Joel's saying the funniest thing ever.
No, you keep doing that.
So his
You'll be
whole
like-
thing of celebrating the idea of gayness really hit a nerve because I'm like, I've never heard anyone talk like this before. This
Right, which is
actually
super nice.
amazing.
Right.
this was amazing.
Empowering.
It was very empowering because that's what he was doing. And then once he started going down the road of politics and Trump and all this other stuff, and I went, okay, look, I can't really agree with that.
Right.
I still love all the stuff that you said before. I really wanted you to be that guy. But now you're turning into this guy because you want more publicity and you want to be...
And he's lost his root and his values because he's gotten money. Mm-hmm. And now he's tasted that lifestyle and whatnot.
I'm sorry.
So after the...
Twitter.
You didn't bring him up. You don't even know who he is.
After the fiasco where he said that man-boy relationships are legitimate or something. I forget what it is.
Well, he got banned from Twitter.
He got fired from Breitbart. Is it Breitbart?
Breitbart.
He got fired from Breitbart.
Why would he be working at Breitbart anyway?
Because he had... But...
All right. Okay.
But once he got fired from Breitbart and everything else, that's when his career just went into the tank.
But he was one of the most prominent alt-writers, wasn't he?
He was a prominent alt-writer for a little bit at the beginning stages of the Trump fanaticism and
Trump
everything.
Became elected.
Yeah, at the Trump fanaticism. But I felt like he became a hypocrite because he jumped on the heteronormative bandwagon to try to push an agenda. And I'm like, okay, I'm confused. You told me to be like this super proud gay man who doesn't have to look to the man to be a part of this culture because our culture is superior. Now you want me to just kiss the man's ass now because that's what we're supposed to do. I was confused. And I realized at the time that, wow, that is a huge disappointment because he very smart, very, very smart man at the beginning when I first started listening to him. And I did follow him for a little bit. I wasn't a fanatic, but I would go to YouTube and listen to his speeches and everything else. He made some very valid points about race issues in the country and everything else that a lot of people don't really think about. Right. That was something that he put on the table, and I love the idea that he did that. Right. And I don't. And it may have I like to keep my politics in the middle. Right. Because I believe in both.
Well,
listening to both sides of the
story. We want to be careful of we don't want to alienate our listeners who might be Republican or pro-Trump just because...
I'm okay with alienating those people.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Wait. If I may.
Yes.
Please.
Sorry.
I don't want to alienate people who support Trump. What I want to do is create a platform to where we can create a space to where they will be open to listen so we can change their way of thinking.
Sure. I'm fine with that.
I don't want to just 86, 100%.
No. I want this to be a safe space for viewers to come and listen 100%, and be safe for them being gay.
But also...
I don't want people I don't want someone who's Republican...
Don't be piece... Excuse my language. Don't be piece shit. Don't be piece shit.
I don't want.
We still don't know what that is, but we're gonna skip past what piece shit is.
I don't want someone who's Republican and gay to not tune into a show that might be able to help them just because they're Republican and we might not agree with their views. Mm-hmm. I'm independent. I'm not either. We all have our views, and I think it's good to express them. But I think it's good to not alienate people.
And I honestly think, as gay men, I really do think that I don't want to push someone away because I would like for us to all be like one big group. And it's okay.
I'm all about educating ignorance.
You have different opinions on different things. But remember, we're gay.
Which is what I feel like
that brings us together.
I think we can educate people.
What do you? I agree. I'm asking the group, like, what do you think we can do when we live what is considered a different type of lifestyle? And I hate even saying lifestyle. Like, no, this is me. Like, I can't wipe this off. Like, this is what it is.
You can't wash the gay away.
I think you can express yourself without ridiculing someone who has.
But how can you? 100%. People are very, very threatened by those ideas and those things. So how can you kind of finagle in a way or make them comfortable to be like, hey,
start your own podcast?
How can we?
There you go.
How can? Sorry, I was just about to smack Pinky. But how can we make it? How can we make them comfortable enough to be open-minded?
I think just be yourself and not ridicule.
But we've been doing that.
I don't think you can open minds by shutting mouths.
Huh?
I think the ridicule and I think being confrontational about it is the only way to get people to adjust and change. Because when you're comfortable and you're at a place in any aspect of your life and it is comfortable, you see no need to change it.
I disagree. If you actually tune in and listen to somebody who has different views than you, you're actually more apt to actually consider their views as opposed to listening and tuning into somebody
because
who's being
hearing their views make you uncomfortable about your own.
One of my if I may, one of my best friends is a reformed Jew from the Philippines, and I'm a Muslim girl. Being friends with a Filipino who is Jewish, it's a really awkward, relationship. But I'm like, she doesn't disrespect anybody. I don't disrespect anybody. It's kind of like live and let live, and I don't understand why. Exactly. So we all acknowledge that everybody is like, why can't we just live amongst each other? It's because we can't respect each other. Now, what do we have to do as a group of people who are considered minority to let them know, we can live and let live?
History
how can we do
will
that?
tell you that you need to stand up when you're being told to sit down.
No, I completely understand that, but stand up doesn't mean we have to go fight or shoot or,
don't do the shoot.
Get into Congress. I mean, we have to.
Stop trying to dominate.
I'm asking you guys, what would you think would be the best way to move forward in that sense?
So then I'm going to say this. The thing is that listening, I talked to Cobra a little bit before we got on the show, and listening to his story of the fact that I don't know if it's because of his political beliefs. I don't know if it's because he has followers and this kind of thing. I don't know if he has.
Oh, how many followers does he have?
Well, I have no idea. I forgot to ask him. But I don't know what kind of thing he has going on. All I know is the fact that I don't like the idea of the fact that he can't go to a gay bar and have a drink because he's been banned.
Right, he's been banned from his story. He's been banned from the gay bars.
Wait, why is he?
I've been banned from lesbian bars here in Houston. Oh, because once I got divorced with my wife, my ex-wife, and now with my old man, who majority of us we all know him.
They don't want you coming around.
Best guy, and they're like, "Oh, you're a traitor," and I'm like, "No, I'm in favor of people who treat each other good. That's it. I don't care what's between right here. I don't care what's between your legs. As long as you're nice."
Why is Cobra banned from?
Because he's espousing his far right beliefs.
Yeah.
And
for the record,
he was told that he was.
For the record, he has a really cute butt.
The thing is that the gay bars was always, to me, a haven for people who were on the outside to hang out. And I don't like the idea of us pushing other gays out just because they don't have the same political beliefs that we do. We're all still gay.
Yeah, but we don't really know that.
I felt it was one of the worst things to have an entire community throw me to the wayside when I divorced my wife.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was one of the worst things in the world, and I was just like, I thought we were like friends, but you're so consumed in this ideology about what I do with my poon that you're willing to just let me go.
That must have been really hurtful.
It was probably one of the most loneliest times of my life.
Because all these people you thought were your friends.
Yeah, they just 86 me.
Turn your back.
They just completely left me, and I was by myself. I was completely by myself.
Been there.
Sorry.
And it was horrible. And I was like, I didn't know that what I put my mouth on was that important, definitive of our relationship as friends. It just blew my mind. Like, are you serious?
That's not to say out there,
probably like, oh, you're sleeping with the enemy.
It is important what you put your mouth on.
The man is not the enemy. The woman is not the enemy.
But a lot of people do think that.
Between the ears is the enemy. It's not between your legs. It's what's between your ears is the enemy. This is not the enemy at all.
So
whatsoever.
So the funny thing is,
I know what you're going to
But I mean, you can lick, suck, eat, whatever you want to do. Just be nice.
We need
to
a poster with a big vagina. This is not the right.
Because sometimes the pain ends up technically between your ears.
What kind of life are you living?
What, you don't deep throat?
The pain.
What? Do I do
the peen?
Do I deep throat the peen?
Peen.
Oh.
I mean, I try. I try.
So it ends up being it ends up between your ears.
You know, how does your throat go up into your brain? Mine goes down into here.
It's still technically between the ears.
When your twin powers.
What are you doing? I thought you were just. I thought you were just giving me some.
That was your time left.
Oh, 11 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's the thing.
It's
you know what?
You
know, the funny thing is that I have wanted to have someone bisexual on the show for God knows how long. And please don't take this the wrong way, Singapore. I can't believe we settled for a lady. Don't take it wrong with girl. You know I love you.
If looks could kill, girl, you know be 6 feet under.
But you know, for the longest time when we were,
what do you mean settle?
Hold on, see.
No.
Hold on, I love girl.
Settle.
Girl, you know you're a part of the show now. You know you're a part of the show.
Settle.
You know,
like that cat video.
You know the hardest, and I had told people this, and this, I had told people this, and this is why I'm glad that Singapore is on. I'm happy that Singapore is on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Is the fact that
backpedal.
No, it's not backpedal. Is the fact that I have this argument has been had several times. Is the fact that it is easier to be a bisexual woman than it is to be a bisexual. We have searched, scraped everywhere to find a bisexual man to be on the show. Just to sit with us and talk about.
Because it's a segue.
It's just to talk about being a bisexual man.
They eventually give up on the
We have
moon.
been so lucky to have a wonderful, beautiful woman who has experienced love on all aspects. Now, I'm not saying that you're
okay. All right, calm down.
Maybe
Okay,
more
don't all.
Tentacles and all.
Tentacles and all.
Damn right.
Tentacles and all. So we've been very fortunate and very lucky to meet a woman who is sexually open, who is just, and by the way, let me tell you something. If y'all see the Instagram pictures, she is fucking hot. This bitch is hot.
I wouldn't do her.
That's because you're super gay.
We would trade shoes, okay? we wouldn't do it.
And she doesn't have enough meat on her bones for you to be doing that.
I like him fluffy.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah, he likes the big guy.
Hey,
and you know it's so funny that you say that because I got into a fight with my old man.
He likes the big guy, Marcus. Watch out.
I got into a fight.
Marcus ain't big enough for me.
Marcus ain't big enough.
I got into a fight with my old man. I told him, I said, baby, we need a new dryer. He's like, why, baby? What's wrong? I said, I don't know. Something wrong with the dryer. Like, all my everything is, like, too small. Everything is, like, shrinking. And as I'm saying this, I'm eating a 10-piece spicy Wendy's chicken nuggets. He's like, oh, yeah, it's the dryer. Shut up.
You don't seem the type of person that would eat Wendy's 10 pieces.
Have you had them?
No.
Have you met this raccoon?
Have you had them? I'm telling you.
Can I ask a question?
Can
I ask a question?
No, I don't eat stuff like that. They're delicious.
I'm going to have to try it. Wendy's is not a sponsor by
that with some ranch.
Yes,
but now I got to try them.
Has anybody at this table had a Popeye's chicken sandwich?
No.
Yes, I have.
Jason did.
Oh, Marcus, tell a story,
delicious.
girl. Tell the story.
Delectable.
Is it better than Chick-fil-A?
Where did you get a Wendy's? Oh,
I'm sorry. No, excuse me.
Where did you get a Popeye's chicken
Popeyes.
sandwich? At which location?
Is that where
He don't even want to tell you. He want to keep it secret.
Tell a story, Marcus.
$2.49, Antoine.
Is it really better than Chick-fil-A?
Oh
Because
my
I
God.
can't eat
Okay, can I say
buy
something?
Chick-fil-A,
Chick-fil-A isn't that great.
It's not.
And actually, I
So
went
we're
there
not saying much about
I got a
Popeye's chicken
gluten-free
sandwich.
bun, and the sandwich was with a gluten-free bun was like fucking $10 for a shitty chicken sandwich.
You got a gluten-free bun?
Yeah, it was terrible. It comes out it comes out like in a piece of plastic, and you have to actually unwrap it yourself.
Does cardboard
You
get
have to
stale?
unwrap it yourself?
Yes.
Goddamn garbage people.
I know.
Ew.
Does cardboard get stale?
It did taste like cardboard. It really did.
Did you snarl
I
right
did.
now? You totally just snarled. I heard.
I did.
I was like, are we in
Anyways,
Blade
so
right
the
now?
Popeyes-
Like, what is happening?
So was Popeyes better than the shitty Chick-fil-A?
It was delicious. That chicken sandwich.
But that doesn't say
what
much
makes it
about
so good,
Popeyes.
though?
But
Because,
was
I
it
mean-
better? Was it better?
It was juicy.
Was it better?
Because of the sauce they slather all over it?
What kind of-
no,
wait,
no,
what-
they don't put
It was
sauce on it.
crunchy and
On-
it was
on
delicious.
Popeyes
and
they
the bread
do.
was good.
Wait, it's a wet
It's
chicken
a thick
sandwich?
chicken sandwich. It was juicy.
Was
Stop talking about me. I'm talking about Popeyes, okay?
Okay, yeah. Okay, the Popeye chicken was oh my god.
it was
good.
juicy.
Yes,
And was the chicken crisp?
it was.
And
How was
what
the
kind
bun? Tell me about the bun.
Delectable.
Buns.
Wait,
we
so
like the
this is a
buns.
new thing.
So what kind of
They had it
sauce?
on TV, didn't they?
Yeah, what kind of sauce?
And they have what, like
did they
3
put on
pickles?
yours?
3 pickles?
I was
Oh, big
wondering
sauce?
about this because I went on 2 for Tuesday, and
They
like
ran
there
out
was a
of
sign
chicken.
posted up, like we are out of sandwiches.
Yeah,
And
I was
some
like-
dude like ran us a
every-
gun.
Yeah, I
Did you hear
saw
about
that.
that?
No,
Yeah.
Oh, no. They tried to rob the Northside Popeyes here in Houston.
For a
Chicken?
chicken sandwich.
Yeah,
I
at
should
the
point
Popeyes
south.
because they
What
ran
the
out.
hell are they putting in this chicken sandwich that people are pulling out
Cocaine.
guns?
Must be cocaine.
Must be.
Pulling out cocaine?
Oh, no, but it
it's
was-
better than cocaine.
I don't know,
Maybe
I
that.
It was
It's
really
MSG.
It's clearly better than cocaine.
good. MSG must really be good. Like,
I've never seen
MSG
like the
We're not advertising that.
billboards. Chick-fil-A says we don't run out of chicken sandwiches, and Popeyes goes everybody has to eat on Sundays.
That's right. Wait. And then Jack in the Box said, what did they say? Well, we have chicken sandwiches too. And then Wendy's chimed in on the Twitter and said, your mom's a hoe.
That's awesome.
Wendy straight up was like, your mom's a hoe.
That's awesome. I could see Jack in the Box doing that before Wendy.
Yeah.
But Wendy is a
tacos.
ratchet bitch.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell everybody in the universe something right now. Don't order no chicken sandwich from Jack in the Box.
Oh no, you get
No.
Oh my gosh.
tacos and curly fries ranch.
When you're
I'm
drunk,
good.
they're good.
Hey, yeah, if you're
The
drunk.
best
That's
drunk-
my baby
Let me
right
tell
there.
you
Wait,
something.
it's only like $1, isn't it?
But the best
Now to get
drunk
it with
food
cheese.
that you can get from Jack in the Box, you get the egg rolls, which are amazing.
Actually,
They're
the
the best. And
Actually,
Number-
the strawberry milkshakes are the best
Yes.
strawberry
Oh, no, no,
milkshakes.
no,
number
in the
27
world.
Yes.
on a croissant instead of the bun.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
I
god!
don't know
And
entirely too much about
Hey,
it.
I like
And
I like it on the sour.
I actually
We
like
drink.
Jumbo Jacks.
I love their double cheese. Their double cheeseburger is amazing.
Sonic double cheeseburger.
The last time I ate at Sonic, I got the shits really bad, so I don't go.
Was the bun not gluten free, Chris?
The best thing that I love to eat when
You can eat the Hershey squirts.
No.
whenever I'm on the way home and I'm completely
Number 27.
inebriated,
I'm gonna have to remember this.
I go
27.
to Whataburger, I get a triple meat, triple cheese, grilled onions, jalapenos on Texas toast with a side of gravy, onion rings, and I need a second set of gravy to dip my burger in.
Damn!
Jesus Christ.
And no wonder your
How
dryer
are you
is
not-
shrinking your shorts.
My dryer is messed up.
No wonder your dryer is shrinking your
I think
shorts.
you had a
My
whirlpool.
goodness.
Okay,
You had a whirlpool.
each one of you guys tell me right now you wouldn't want to sample that.
Sample
No,
what?
I don't do jalapenos.
Oh, I
I
thought
do.
you meant.
Of
I
course.
do triple meat.
Hey, I heard you.
Of course,
You want to? Yeah,
I do triple meat.
I got you.
I do triple
I thought you
cheese. I
meant-
do Monterey instead of American.
Mm.
I add avocado. I add bacon. I add 3 pepper sauce, and I get it with a large onion rings, and I get the jalapeno ranch to dip my onion rings in. But I put
Baby, you
I
didn't
put-
even get gravy. You
No,
gotta
I
have
What's the gravy?
You have to have gravy.
I don't like their gravy.
Wait, it's like the biscuits and gravy shit?
It's the white gravy. It's
Yeah,
just
you have to dip your burger.
It's
in
starch
it.
gravy.
You have to dip your
It's
burger
add
in the
water and
gravy.
stir.
I thought you seem like
I'm a lady.
It seems
okay.
like your taste would be more sophisticated
She's
than they
a
are.
real-
Exactly.
Okay, well, I also
She-
thought your shirt would be, but here we are. Something else?
She's a basic bitch.
She is a lady.
Excuse me.
Shots fired.
She is a
Mr. High
lady.
Heels with black socks on, don't tell me nothing, okay?
Hey,
These are not black socks.
I'd rather be sophisticated on the inside
They're
than on
tights.
the outside.
All I know is that she is a lady with a very broken dryer. Somebody please buy her a new dryer.
It's not that broken.
Because, like I said, after eating all that, those shorts just don't fit anymore, and that dryer
They're
is
action
eating them up.
pants.
I'm surprised you're not like a balloon.
I'm surprised you're not outside.
I'm surprised that you're still breathing, Chris.
Sure, come over and slap the fuck out of you in a minute.
Can somebody button up Chris's shirt properly, please?
What's wrong with
It's
my
embarrassing for my kind.
Ew, no, it's
The
not.
collar.
What's wrong with it?
Oh,
Collar's not buttoned down. No, not that. The wings.
No, he's not Puerto Rican.
Oh,
Button it
The
down.
wings.
Here, these.
Yeah.
Well, yours go through,
Oh,
but
that one, yeah. Ew,
Oh.
you go out like that? Don't even let my old man go out like that.
you didn't even know there were
I don't
buttons
have someone
located there.
address me.
We're still in the air.
It's
Well,
just me.
he's white.
We have
No, I'm
He's white.
He's
He's white,
White
so he
people
should
don't
have
do
somebody to dress him. Apparently,
I'm also a programmer, so I don't worry about that.
so he gets laid a lot, y'all.
Yeah, all played.
Good comment.
You look like you feel awkward.
That's because there's a girl doing his
No, I'm
clothes.
not awkward.
Is it because I'm so pretty?
What?
Is it 'cause
He's like, what? I left my gum.
is
I
it-
have to go.
Oh, I'm squeezing him too much.
No, you're not.
Right.
I'm all like,
Okay.
The show title.
You are seriously blushing right
I
now.
am.
You are like so
The show
red.
title is not the only thing that's changed, y'all. I think all of our social media is now been
All our,
revised,
with the exception of Facebook. I'm still working on Facebook.
with the exception of Facebook. Okay.
Facebook. Okay, so here's what Facebook did. Facebook told me that gay little talk show is not a proper name for their Facebook page.
oh shit.
So we get a lawsuit.
So I had to do an appeal and said, "Hey, by the way, that's the name of our podcast. That's why I named the show this. I mean, the Facebook page this." I haven't heard back from them yet, so we're still working on that.
Ooh.
But
We coming into money, y'all. We
but
taking on Facebook.
since I think we're pretty much done.
It's
David, how much time we got left, girl?
We're
We
done.
have
We're
9
over.
seconds.
We-
we have 9 seconds.
We're gonna go over for a
Twitter,
bit.
that little gay talk show, right?
That little gay talk show on Twitter.
That gay talk show on Instagram.
Little gay talk show.
That
Little gay talk show.
on Instagram.
On Instagram.
God.
By the way, you can also
Can you tell
email
your friend to
us.
stop touching my butt, please? Like, I'm a lady.
Can and please do email us in at the show if you listen and you have questions, comments, concerns, topics of discussion that you'd like us to address during the show
Right.
at
That gay little talk show at gmail.com. By the way, I
Lil
do
is
want.
L-I-L.
Yes,
L-I-L.
L-I-L. Don't put little. Don't spell out the word little.
Not little.
L-I-T-T-L-E. It's just
I
Lul.
had some.
Lul.
That little...
Little Gay Talk Show. We know Joel had a problem. He's getting it. The more he's typing it out, it seems like it's coming
Okay,
through.
it's 1:32.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Because I have to
wait, I have
86. Like, my old man's gonna come
Okay.
Are
to
we
me.
So say goodbye, Singapore Road. Rogue. I said road. Like from...
Saigon.
Yes.
Like Saigon
Say
Road?
goodbye, Singapore Road. Are you going to say goodbye?
I do. You're talking. Bye.
Say goodbye, Marky Mark.
See you guys later.
And the Funky Punch.
Say goodbye, David
David
White.
If you're going to drink and drive someone else's car.
And say goodbye, Elliot, like, or whatever your name is.
Phone home.
Bye.
So, one little thing. If you are listening to us on iHeartRadio, it's going to take 2 weeks for us to do the change because iHeartRadio is a bitch.
Slash, we love them because
we love them.
they use
By
them
the
as a
way,
platform.
listen to it.
The semantics are a little bit
Slash,
extreme.
we love
So it's still going to come up as Joel and Randy's Texas Tea on iHeartRadio. So just
For
give us
another
a
little bit.
time.
Bear with
We
us.
love you,
Bear with us. We will get that. We will get that fixed. But
Slash,
otherwise,
don't drop us, iHeart.
Otherwise, we had a great time.
Thank you for
This
coming
is our
to our relaunch.
Our relaunch show. Please listen to our show, That Gay Little Talk Show, on Spreaker if you really want to just come and listen directly. And please leave all the comments you need to. You can do it on Spreaker.
Lots. Send pictures.
Do all that other stuff.
We want
a good time.
Tea recipes.
I gotta get a couple of these bitches need to get home.
/ all these bitches gotta go home.
I'm surprised they haven't left yet because, I'm just into the show. They don't really need to still be here.
All right.
I'm just into the show.
Oh, and now there's no one.
Mm-hmm. So I'll be left here alone, and we'll talk about loneliness.
We'll talk about loneliness.
No, I'm kidding.
We will not.
So, Pinky, do your thing. It's the end of the show.
And this is my thing, y'all. If you ain't gonna be good at it.
And we're out.